We are heading close to the end, and I hope we are getting there because I will have to go to work in 1.5 hours.
Yay, work. Are you most persistent, man? Are you saying that you thought a way to move the body through the water? Move the body through the water? That's completely unrelated to how it was done. Excuse me. The reason is that because there wasn't any water there at the time. What do you mean there wasn't any water? The water is just what it sounds like. Tonight's event made it possible to drain water allowing the body to be moved. Tonight the attackers set fire to a variety of the location in the Padali's embassy. In order to put the fires out, much reservoir water was used. And because the water was used, the reservoir water level went low. If the water is drained, the connection pipe would have to use to traverse the border. So what? The water went down. The reservoir connected. Does any of this matter? You can prove any of this.
I don't have to.
Pretending to be ignorant won't work with me. We both know what kind of situation we are right now. Even in game, there comes a critical game-chasing moment. A moment in which you hit a wall that you must overcome in order to beat the game. I haven't lost yet. I found the route used to smuggle the body, and the road will lead them to your defeat. Even if all the water was used in firefighting effort, you still can't really call that a smuggling route.
We can.
I know that. I should have figured that you wouldn't notice. Hey, Mr. Harper, how deep those pools are, anyways? I have to know those pools are extremely deep. There are no ladders in the footholds along the walls either. It would be difficult to see and hold on the body and then climb out of that pool.
He doesn't have to because the water refilled.
Yep. Ladders or footholds along the walls. There was no need such a thing. What do you mean? In order to a certain something, they could go up and down in the pool at will. Oh, it looks like you got the answer already. Well, what are you waiting for, Mr. Prosecutor? Enlighten us already. The way in which Miss Shina and the body were to rise up to ground level. There was a way control the water level that could have be the way the body was moved. This is the use of the body as and Miss Shina could move up and down in the pool.
This one.
I feel like, yeah.
Take that!
We use the fountain sprouts in the manner of the speaking. What sprouts? How so? The water level in the pool can be controlled by opening and closing the sprouts. Miss Shina and the body were lifted upward and they're bouncing in the water.
Mountain.
Bouncing in the water, boing, boing, buoyancy.
Boing.
At the Padali's side, at the firefighting effort. These were set in motion in the sake of smuggling Mr. Kotzin's body.
They took a very roundabout way of doing the things.
Yep. Shall I show you where the final destination of my train logic leads? First, Mr. Alpa closed the fountain spots and advanced the preparation of things to come. Then he took the pusher cart and bought the rose garden. And pushed it along with the iron infant and then Mr. Kotze's body into the pool. This one Shina was busy starting the first fire, by that. We made it to the open air stage pool, waiting for the firefighting efforts to begin.
And the firefighter didn't notice a woman in the pool.
I feel like there is a valve.
Ah,
The pool.
yeah.
The water level went down.
We heard nothing of that. Discord. I say this again because Discord was stupid.
Oh. When we firefighters used the water in that pool, the water level went down. And the body of the time fire was put out. The pipe between the two pools was exposed. This way the pusher to the pushcart from Alepas to Imperial. Was that accomplished? Mr. simply opened the fountain sprouts once more. And water level rose up to the original level, allowing Miss Sheena and the body. After that, Miss Sheena used the pushcart to carry the body up to the secretary's office. There is an elevator in Embassy after all, so you'll see. Even in a small frame, she could have easily transported Miss Colson's body. That wraps up my throughout explanation of how the body was moved.
And he moved the pushcart back into the fountain.
Yeah, and lead at the... Okay. No! Well, ex-ambassador, what do you think? That's so untouchable without your precious external rights to protect you, are you?
I knew you can do it, Mr. Edgeworth. And if I may.
You accuse me of moving the body across the country lines. But when you get down to the nitty-gritty, you don't have what it takes to indict.
The nitty-gritty? What does the old man want now?
Proof, I believe, is what he seeks.
Yeah.
Yes, proof. Without any, who is to say whether or not any what you said really happened?
He wants proof. What are we going to do, Mr. Edgeworth?
There's no need to worry. I had already proved all we need all along. The body wasn't the only thing to go through the pool's connecting pipe tonight. Just as Detective Gamsu found the postcard in the open air stage area. So you did find the other thing item in there.
It's the pig.
And the piece of evidence what will prove the pools were the smuggling route. This is another thing was smuggled over the battle open air stage area.
This one.
Yep. No, what is this? You have no idea, do you? Will be what I found on Battlelist side. Will be your undoing. Tarpik, you can explain how that isn't going to be do me in, as it were. What you're charging, perhaps, but this is not a kid Tarpik. What? This is something I found the open estate, which was transported with the body. I naturally assumed that we would recognize it, since it took a photo with it, after all. But you don't allow me to show you what this fragment from the stay area belongs to. That had to kill like the murder weapon, and was used to kill Manny Colchin. On the handle of this knife, there's a beautiful blooming flower. However, it appears there's missing single petal. And let's see what happens when you try to fit this pig in that open slot. It's a perfect win. Oh,
Yeah.
it's gay. It was gay.
It's so funny that in the picture when we had all in the pink, it looks like golden. Or metal.
Yep. In this, it's wooden. I assume that Vita must have fallen off the floor during Mr. Cochran's murder.
I mean, we couldn't sweep it on another side, so one side might be golden, another is wood.
Mm. What accident placed into the postcard along with the Mr. Cochran's body? That's an interesting story, nothing more. Oh, sure, it's more than just a story. Because for some reason, this flower petal was the wet when I found it. It was wet, you say? Yes, and the only place could have gotten wet from is the open stage pool. I ask you, how did you part the weapon which I was smuggled in? Which I smuggled? I ask you, how did you part of the weapon which was smuggled into the theater? Wind up with the open stage area in the paddleless side of the embassy. I don't think you need to waste any words explaining this, as the petal explains it all for me. It's true that someone went from the Rose Gardens pool and threw it in the paddle. Impossible! People like Zengvar. I've been waiting to see you face to face, Mr. Alba. I'll deliver everything back home. You will be there soon. You should be happy. This... Why? Why? It's a little late to be asking that question. I should have known from the very beginning. Whenever you took your first life, no matter how you may plot, or how you may try to cover it all up, you can never hide from your crime and what you have done. Because we're here to see justice served to people like you. You can't call me. You've given me perfect argument.
I mean, we never called it. You know, I don't think this guy is going to have been doing him always mysterious. Don't see why you seem to have all that. Who can negotiate with or people who represent to admit when they are lost? I don't believe this kind of people really exist. Because everyone makes eventually.
You're right. In this case, I have no choice but to use all of the evidence I have. Use all until the praise under the way of his crimes. Mr. Alba, I request that you testify. Still! This really will be the end of the line.
Will it be? We took. Oh! Okay, we are ending here. Because that means there's gonna be another 2 hours at least.
What the fuck?
And yes, I'm actually saving this time.
It's like... Oh, we are cutting you the corner. No, you have no proof.
It can be actually just half an hour, but I'm not risking that.
All
But-
the frustration.
But yeah, thank you all for being here on YouTube.
Thank you, everybody.
We don't know when we are continuing, but now we are leaving. Bye bye!
Bye bye.